Welcome to Webster University. This is Craig Skinner at the Academic Advising Center here to present a short video to our incoming transfer students. The purpose of this video is to prepare you for your first virtual academic advising appointment by helping you understand Webster University's transfer credit policy, as well as how your transfer credits have been reviewed in advance of your first advising appointment. The first important thing to take note of are the three components that make up a bachelor's degree at Webster: major classes, GCP classes, and elective courses. The minimum credit hours that a student will need to earn to attain a bachelor's degree is 120 credits, and those credit hours will span these three groupings. All students will choose a major, and major credit requirements can vary from anywhere from 30-something hours to 80 or even 90 plus. Your Global Citizenship Program, or GCP, these are the general education courses that Webster requires. And elective courses are any courses that you would need to take to attain that 120-hour minimum. And elective courses can be in any area that interests you. You can use them to explore things outside of your major, to earn a minor, or you can dabble in a few different subject areas. But these are the three buckets, if you will, that your transfer credits will be placed into. And this is the first step that we would take in evaluating those credits. Major courses oftentimes need to be reviewed by the department. However, common courses like introductory or foundational courses, think Introduction to Psychology, Introduction to Literature, generally come in to Webster as automatically equivalent to our introductory courses in those fields. But upper level or specific courses or very unique classes that you might have taken, say, for instance, at a four-year university that you are bringing into Webster, may need to be reviewed by that department's faculty to determine whether they are equivalent to a Webster course, and if so, which course. And if that's the case, we will ask you to provide information like a course syllabus, for instance. Some departments do restrict the amount of transfer credit that they will apply to the major. That would be something that we would cover in your first advising appointment with you as well. And generally speaking, courses that you're bringing in with a grade of D do not count towards most majors at Webster. The second grouping of courses into which your credits may fall is the Global Citizenship Program, or GCP. Again, this is Webster's general education program. And it consists of two seminar courses: a Global Cornerstone Seminar that serves as the university's first year or freshman seminar course, and a Keystone Seminar, which is meant to cap off the Global Citizenship Program and is typically taken in junior year or senior year. Transfer students may have the option to take a substitution course for that Global Cornerstone Seminar. However, all students that graduate from Webster with a bachelor degree are required to complete a Keystone Seminar. You'll also take courses over 6 different knowledge and 5 different skill areas we'll look at together in a moment. And advisors will have had the opportunity to look at your transfer courses before we meet to determine in which of these categories they fall. Here is the Global Citizenship Program laid out. The Global Cornerstone Seminar, or the substitution option, would consist of 3 credits. Most majors require 24 credit hours over the knowledge and skill areas, and what you may need will vary depending upon the amount of and the type of transfer courses you're bringing in. All students will complete a Keystone Seminar. If you are transferring in an approved associate's degree, which we'll cover in greater detail in a few slides, this will be the only GCP course you would need. The 6 knowledge areas that are on the screen here are the different groupings that your transfer courses may fall. Roots of Cultures includes humanities courses. Think things like philosophy, literature, history, religious studies. Social Systems and Human Behavior is our social sciences category. Here's where coursework in things like psychology, economics, speech communication, sociology may fall. Physical and Natural World is our science-based category. Global Understanding deals with foreign languages, people, and cultures. And then we have arts appreciation, which includes not only things like art, theater, music, but also dance, photography, etc. And quantitative literacy is our math-based category. The 5 skill areas are essentially the 5 core competencies that any college graduate will need to have mastered in their undergraduate program. Critical thinking, oral communication, ethical reasoning, written communication, and intercultural competence. So all of the courses that you'll bring in transfer will fall under either a knowledge or a skill area, with some exceptions falling into both categories. The third group of coursework that your transfer credits may fall into would be electives. Basically, transfer credits that do not fall into your major or your global citizenship program requirements transfer in as electives. And students ask us all the time if they count towards graduation, and yes, they do. Remember, you need to earn 120 hours to graduate, and there are many times where the major courses and the GCP classes won't get you quite there, so you may have electives. And the amount of electives that you'll need to complete will be dependent upon not only your major, but the amount of credit that you're bringing in. And there are instances where you may need to take additional electives at Webster, and we would discuss that with you in your advising appointment and kind of have a strategy for how we want to approach those. So let's take a look at some of the key points in our transfer credit policies. And this can be found on the website webster.edu/admissions/transfer. But I wanted to call your attention to a couple highlights. The maximum amount of credits that we will allow students to transfer in is 90 of your 120 credit hours. Now, if you have a whole bunch of lower division credits, so think credit coming from, say, a 2-year community college. Say you had took 90 credit hours, but you did not complete an associate's degree. You kind of dabbled. Well, if you have only lower level credits, the maximum that will apply would be 64 credit hours if you didn't complete an associate's. But say, for instance, it took you 90 credit hours to earn that associate's, we would accept all 90 of those hours. And that applies to schools that are regionally accredited. Some institutions are nationally accredited. And in that instance, the maximum that we accept would be 30 credit hours. Webster University operates on a semester hour system. Some schools operate on a quarter hour system. We convert all quarter hours to semester hours, and you'll see the equivalency there. 4 quarter hours is equivalent to 2.67 semester hours. And the last bullet on this page refers to our residency requirement. Basically, that tells you the minimum amount of hours you have to earn in residence at Webster University. And we require that 30 of your final 36 college credits are completed at Webster. Continuing, let's take a look at some associate's degrees here. The first bullet point refers to the AA. That would be the Associate of Arts degree. And if you earned your AA in Missouri or another state from a school that is regionally accredited, or if you earned your AS degree, which is the Associate of Science in Illinois, the completion of those degrees will automatically waive all GCP requirements except for the Keystone Seminar. Now, some students in Missouri may have earned the 42-hour general education block, which is an academic credential, but it's not a degree. Students in Illinois have the option to earn a credential known as the Illinois Articulation Initiative, and other states have similar credentials. Basically, what this means is you have completed the core of what makes up an associate's degree, even though you may not have earned that degree. And your transcript will have an entry indicating that. That would, just like the associate's degree, waive the GCP requirements. Now, there are other kinds of associate's degrees. AAS is a common one, for instance. That's the Associate of Applied Science, or the Associate of Arts in Teaching, AAT, and there are a few others as well. If they don't fall into the first bullet points requirements, those would be evaluated on a course-by-course basis. Any associate's degree completed waives the necessity to complete a global cornerstone seminar substitution, but for the remainder of the courses in knowledge and skill areas, we look to one-by-one equivalencies. So you may have some done, but still need some to complete. And again, courses with these may have restrictions in transfer. They cannot apply, for instance, to the GCP nor most majors. And of course, your official evaluation requires that you be admitted to the university and send us copies of all official transcripts. The website that you can read these policies in full and click on lots of other helpful information is webster.edu/admissions/transfer. I highly encourage you to visit that website, as well as reaching out to the Advising Center if you do have any specific questions. And we can be reached at advising@webster.edu. Thank you very much for your attention throughout the video. Very, very happy that you're at Webster. I really look forward to meeting you on campus soon. Take care and see you soon.